Hello students, myself Mahesh Partapure. I have been working as a mathematics lecturer since 2013 in this college. In these COVID-19 pandemic days, our college management has decided to conduct online classes through our YouTube channel. Today I will discuss some concept of first year mathematics. So here in this first year we have 16 chapters. There are 16. Already I wrote chapter name. First one is sets, second one is relation function, third one is trigonometric functions. So the thing, sets, it is also new concept. A relation function, this is also new concept. Trigonometric functions, already you have done some basics related to this chapter, trigonometric functions. I think you have done some ratios, standard angles and some allied angles. In this year we will take in detail about this chapter. And next will be mathematical induction. We are saying it is principle of mathematical induction. This is also new concept. You will come to know while dealing this chapter. Next one is complex numbers and quadratic equation. This chapter already had done some basics. This is not new concept totally. You have some basic things related to number system. In the case of number system, you have done natural number is what, whole number is what, integers is what is a rational number, what is a irrational number, what is a real number, and you have done so many things. What is a odd natural number, what is a even natural number, you know what is a positive real number, what is a negative real number, what is a positive rational number, what is a negative rational number. So we will see so many things, but this is a one special number while solving quadratic equation you will get. I think in the case of quadratic equation, in the previous class, while solving this equation you will get some nature of the roots. I think you know discriminant b square minus 4ac. Discriminant b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, you will get equal roots. If it is more than 0, if discriminant is more than 0, you will say real and distinct. If discriminant is less than 0, you will say imaginary roots. When we are saying imaginary roots, that will lead a complex number. Means here you can say complex number is a study of the imaginary roots. Means you will come to know in this chapter what is a complex form, and in detail about this you will study in the while dealing this chapter. So next will be linear inequality. In the case of linear inequality, you know already polynomials. You have done what is the degree of the polynomial. In the case of degree of the polynomial, we can say the highest power of the polynomial, highest power of the variable in the given polynomial is degree of the polynomial. And in detail you can say that when degree is 1, you are saying that linear polynomial. When degree is 2, we are saying quadratic polynomial. When degree is 3, you can say cubic polynomial. But in the previous class we had done equations, but here we are taking inequalities. Means they are not equal. They are not equal means what? It may be greater or it may be lesser. If something is not equal, you can say greater than or lesser than. Means we are taking linear equation with inequalities. Means what you will get here, may be greater than or may be lesser than, or may be greater than or equal to, or may be lesser than or equal to. So everything will come to know while dealing this chapter. And next one will be the 7th chapter, permutations and combinations. In the case of permutations and combinations, we will study arrangement and selection of the objects. So next will be the binomial theorem. Binomial theorem case, in the previous year you have done some formulas, a plus b whole square, a plus b whole cube, a plus b, I think a minus b whole square, a minus b whole cube. We don't know a plus b higher powers. I think a plus b whole to the power 4, it is not directly expandable. Means it is a higher power. Otherwise you can expand a plus b whole square into a plus b whole square. Later you have to multiply all the terms. But instead of doing that, if it is a plus b whole to the power 4, okay, you will express it as a plus b whole square, a plus b whole square, then you will multiply all the things. But in the case of still higher, if it is a plus b whole to the power 5, there will be some little bit difficult. Or if it is 6 or 7, in the case of higher power of the binomial term, it's very difficult to expand. For that reason, we will study binomial theorem. According to this binomial theorem, we will come to know how to solve higher power of the binomial terms. So knowing this theorem, you can able to solve, or you can say able to expand any power of the binomial terms. Even if it is a plus b whole to the power 9, if it is a plus b whole to the power 9, using binomial theorem, you can expand it. This is the improvement in the previous class. Means in first year you are solving this type of problems, you are expanding this type of problems. So that will come to know in the binomial theorem. And next, sequence and series. In this case, I think already you are familiar with this concept. In the case of sequence and series, you have done arithmetic progressions, geometric progression. Means I think only you have done arithmetic progressions. You know what is an, means what is the nth term of the an, and you know Sn is nothing but you can say n by 2 to a plus n minus 1 into d. In the case of AP is what? Arithmetic progression. Here we can say sequence is what? It is a progression only. Sequence is progression. Means in this chapter we will study special series, and also we will study GP, HP also, but this is beyond the scope. HP is not in the first year, but for KCET or you can say JEE or JEE Advanced, for competitive exam also we need these all the things, AP, GP and HP, but this is beyond the scope of our syllabus. So here you will study arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and what are the nth term of the AP, and what are the nth term of GP, and what are the SN of the AP, and what is the SN of the GP. We will come to know very detail. And the case series case, you know sum of the series. I think you know sum of the natural number, sum of the square of the natural number, and sum of the cube of the natural number. So using those three series, we will form some special series. Means knowing this one, you can solve some special series in this chapter. Okay. Next one is straight line. This is also related. In the 10th standard, you have done distance formula, means the distance between 2 points, and you have done a slope of the line. You can say tangent tan theta. Whenever two lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. If they are perpendicular, product of their slope is equal to -1. So like, and you have done slope of line joining two points. So in detail about this. So straight line case, you will come to know what are the formulas and all. So this is also easy, but you have to understand every point here. Okay, next one will be conic section. So here conic section is a new concept in the first year case. So it is also simple, and that you can understand characteristics of curves. So you will come to know later. We will deal conic section in the regular class, or we will see in the online class also. So next will be introduction of three-dimensional geometry. We know two-dimensional geometry. So whatever we have the plane, these are all two-dimensional. So I think you can say wall or this board or this ground is considered as a two-dimensional. When we are saying two-dimensional, in the case of two-dimensional, we have only two coordinates. You can say x coordinate and y coordinate. But in the three-dimensional geometry, you will get three coordinates. Means what is three-dimensional geometry? It is a study of the space also, you can say, because if any point lies in the space, that we can we can find out its position, means we can find out its length, how much far away from the ground, means height of that point also you can find out using 3D case. Means 3-dimensional geometry is what? It is a study of the 3 coordinates. Means we will come to know in detail about in the case of introduction of 3D. Okay. Then next will be limits and derivative. Limits and derivative case, here it is a beginning of calculus. I can say it is a beginning of calculus. It is a very important. This is very, I think you can say, important role in higher study, in engineering, or you can go any higher degree. We need this limits and derivative, and then we will study as a calculus. This is, I can say, starting point of the calculus. It's a very small chapter, but in detail we will take in the second year class. Then mathematical reasoning. It is a logic. Mathematics logic. I can say mathematical reasoning is a language of mathematics. How we have English language, Kannada language, Urdu language. Like we have a mathematical language that you will come to know while dealing mathematical reasoning. And next, these are very familiar. I think you have done so many times. I think 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard. Maybe 9th and 10th you have done this statistics, probability. So again, in first year we have a statistics and probability. So probability is in first year also and also in second year. Probability will be first year as well as second year. You will come to know in second year also. Here we will deal in detail. So these are the 16 set of chapters. We have 16 chapters. So only the thing is you have to concentrate the classes. Main thing is what? You have to concentrate. So today I will discuss, means I am starting first chapter today. Before going to this chapter, I will discuss some basic things related to this chapter. Okay. So these are the chapters we will take one after the another. So today I am discussing what? First chapter. What is the first chapter? Sets. So when we are focusing exam point of view, this chapter weightage is 6 marks. Mark wise, if you are seeing this chapter mark wise, you will get 1 marks 1 plus 2 marks 1 plus 3 marks 1 question. You will get 1 marks 1 question, 2 marks 1 question, 3 marks 1 question. Totally how many marks you will get? 6 marks. 6 marks you will get for concentrating this chapter. So exam point of view, 1, 2, 3. 1 is a 1 marks, 2 is a second bit you will get part B, and 3 is a part C. So here in our first year we have paper pattern will be part A, part B, part C, part D and part E. In the case of part A, you will get 1 marks questions. That will be 10 questions. There is no choice. In the case of part B, you will get 14 questions. How much? 14. Out of these you have to write 10 questions. 4 are choice. Means you can write out of 14 any 10. And part C, again you will get 14 questions. Means you have how many part? You will get part A, part B, part C, part D and part E. Paper wise. In the part A, you will get 10 questions. 10 out of, you have to write 10. There is no choice in this. These are 1 marks questions. In this case, here you will get 14 questions. Out of these you have to write 10 compulsory. And here again you will get 14. You have to write 10 compulsory. means you will get 4 or choice. In the case of D, you will get out of 10, you have to write only 6. These are the 5 marks questions. This is 2 marks question, this is a 3 marks question, and this will be what? 5 marks question. And part E will get 10 marks. It will be only one question. 10 marks, one question. You will get totally 2 questions. One you have to choose. That should be, you will get, it is like A bit, B bit. A bit you will get 6 marks, B bit you will get 4 marks. Okay. That is a pattern of the paper. So I think this is our pattern in first year as well as second year. Don't worry about this. You can later you can concentrate about paper. First you have to concentrate concept of the mathematics. Here sets. I can say sets. Here we are taking set. What is set? In our daily life, we will see so many collections. For example, collection of students in our class. Instead of saying collection of students in our class, I can say set of students in our class. Or else set of boys, means a collection of boys, collection of girls, collection of chalks, I can say, in the chalk box, and collection of pens, collection of pencils. So these are one particular kind. When you are saying collection of chalk, so chalk box contains all our chalk only, means every, I can say every object is a chalk. Means this is what collection of the chalk means, that you can say set. What is set? So in mathematics we are defining set is what? Set is a well defined collection of objects. Well-defined collection of objects. So the thing is, when you are saying set is a well-defined collection of objects, the main thing you have to concentrate, what is nothing but well-defined collection. You can say what is nothing but well-defined collection of objects. Well-defined collection of objects in the sense that, is it possible to decide exactly the elements are belongs to the particular kind or not? What I can say, well defined is in the sense that, is it possible to determine exactly the elements are belongs to the particular kind or not? For example, when I am saying set of chalks in the chalk box, you can see when I have chalks, that will be belongs to the box. When I am considering pen, that is not belongs to. So better you can say well defined collection is nothing but, I think here you can say easily, I think in general it will be very clear, or you can say well defined is a very clear without any conflict and without any variation. So I will give some examples. You know already in the case of number system, you have collection of natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And you have integers 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3 and so on. And you have odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. Then you have even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. So in this case you have natural number, it is a one particular collection, means no other number here. And second one, collection of integers, no other numbers. Second one, collection of odd numbers, collection of even numbers, no other numbers. Is it particular kind? This is also particular kind, this is also particular kind, this is also particular kind. Here there is no confusion. So when we are saying collection, means here we will use one notation. Instead of saying collection, better we will say in the case of set, we will use flower brackets. Flower brackets. I can put flower brackets. Means set can be represented. Means set can be written as using flower brackets. Collection. When the word collection comes in maths, you use two flower brackets, open and close compulsory. So without closing, the elements will go outside. So compulsory you have to open, close. If you open it, means when you are taking only open flower bracket, without this, that doesn't have any meaning. So when we are saying collection, compulsory have to open and close. Means I can say collection of elements in between two flower brackets. So here set is what we are collecting in between flower brackets. I will tell you what is the representation, what are the representation of the set. So only the thing is, first you understand what is a well defined collection. Means you understand what is nothing but set. So I said clearly these are all set. I will give an example. Is it set or not? Tell me. I will give one collection. A most 10 talented writers of India. Most 10 talented writers. Most talented. Most 10 talented writers of India. When I am saying most 10 talented writers of India, this word is a problem. Most talented. Is it well defined? No. Of course it is not well defined. Because most talented is not common for all. Means I can say when you are considering 10 writers of India, talent will be varying from one person to another. Means talent may vary one person to another person. Means you can say one writer to another writer. Means when we are saying well defined, it should satisfy same for all the element. When we are saying same for all the element, here element is what? 10 writers of India. When you are saying 10 writers of India, most talented, so some variation will be there, no? Definitely some variation will be there. You can say out of those 10, first, second, third, means you are going for again order. In the case of set, order does not matter. Means for example, if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. You can write anywhere. You can write 2 first, 1 second, 3 second, or 4 second, wherever you can write, does not matter. Means for example, if I have 1, 2, 3, or you can say 3, 2, 1, or you can say 1, 3, 2, does not matter. Order does not matter. You can write anywhere. But you have to write all the elements, but every element separated by comma. Means set can be written in between two flower brackets and every element is separated by comma. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Because otherwise we will consider these two is a one element. Okay. And then now means that is well defined collection of, this is most talented writers, is not well defined collection. Means this type of things are not a set. Or else most dangerous animals in the world. Again it is problem. Most dangerous. So dangerous is not common for all the animals. Some variation will be there, one animal to another animal. So for that reason, that word is not a satisfying well defined collection. For that reason, you see the given statement is well defined or not. Okay. Now set is usually denoted by capital letters. Set is usually denoted by what? Capital letters. A, B, C, X, Y, Z, etc. Set is always denoted by capital letters. Elements of the set are usually denoted by small letters. Small a, B, C, D, E, and you can take F, so on. These are elements. These are set. Means set can be written as A, B, C. Whenever you have capital letters, you can say these are the sets. When you have small letters, instead of small letters, I think in the case of number case, we will use numbers. It may be any number. So when you are using English alphabets, in that case, we will use small letters. Okay. So here we are saying, if for example, if A is an element of capital A, means I can say small a is an element of capital A. This can be denoted by mathematically using this symbol. This is what? It is a Greek symbol. It is considered as A belongs to capital A. A is a element, capital A is a set. Means that A is belong to the set capital A. Means if A is not belongs to, I can say A does not belongs to capital A. Here A does not belongs to. Here A belongs to. If it is. If A is belongs to, I can say. If A is not belongs to, instead of saying mathematically I can write A does not belongs to capital A. So don't worry about this. This is the thing. This is the only notation. For example, if you are taking examples, you will come to know. So only the thing is here set is denoted by capital letters and elements are denoted by small letters. Set is what? Well-defined collection of objects. So now I will take representation of the set. Representation of the set. Representation of sets. So this can be represented by using two methods. First method, roster form, or also called as tabular form. Second one, set builder form. Roster form, you can say another name, tabular form. There, set builder form. So what is these two? These are the representation of the sets. Means we can represent set in two different way. One is roster form or another one is set builder form. What is the difference between these two? Nothing. In the case of this, means I can say in the case of roster form, we will write objects in between two flower brackets. We can say in between two flower brackets, every element is separated by comma. Here, instead of writing elements, we will write using statements. Means we will use characteristics. Means you can say instead of writing the elements, we will write it is mathematically, that is using statements. I will show you one example. Using that example, you will come to know. For example, you know vowels of English alphabet. How many vowels in English? There are 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U. So in the case of this, I can say it is a collection of vowel, I can say, because in English we have 5 vowels that I can write. I said in the roster form we will write elements in between two flower bracket. Every element is separated by comma. A, E, I, O, U. Is it? These are the English alphabets. The thing is, what is a roster form? Roster form is, in this method, we are writing the elements in between two flower brackets, or you can say enclosed between two flower brackets. Every element is separated by comma. A, I took comma, E, again I took I, O, U. Means that these are the 1 1 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Without taking this comma, it will give this A is considered as a 1 element. So for that reason you have to mention commas. Means you have to separate it by every element using commas. This only I will represent set builder form. In the case of set builder form, we will again close because it is a collection. When we are saying set, compulsory is a flower bracket. Instead of saying a set, I can say 2 flower brackets. Anything is enclosed between 2 flower bracket, I can consider a set. So means again we will take 2 flower brackets. But instead of writing these elements, I will say wordings x such that we will mention this is in variable form without writing elements, using some variable form, or you can say statement, or you can say mathematical concept, or you can say that characteristic. I can say x is a vowels in English alphabets. EA. Instead of writing English alphabet, I wrote EA. X is a vowels in English alphabet. Can I say, when you are saying that X is a vowels in English alphabet, means that definitely will say A, E, I, O, U. Of course, when we are saying X is a vowel in English alphabet, definitely those will be A, E, I, O, U. Is it? The difference is what? There we are expressing words, means I can say statements using variable, but here I am saying these. Means I can say that in this case small a, this I can represent capital A, this is also I can represent capital A because these two are set. A belongs to capital A because this A is belongs to the set. E belongs to capital A because this element is belongs to here, and I belongs to capital A. B does not belongs to, because these are the only vowels. B is not a vowel, means that B is not in the set, means B does not belongs to A. So only the thing is roster form is a enclosed between 2 flower bracket. Every element is separated by comma. Here also enclosed between 2 flower bracket, but here we will express mathematically, or you can say we are expressing statement wise. Means we will say every element of this set will possess a single common property. So if you want to say specifically, every element of this will satisfy a single common property. What it is single common? A, X is a vowel, S, A is a vowel, E, X is a vowel, X may be E, I, X may be I, vowel, O, vowel, U, vowel. So very simple it is. So this is what roster form. In this case we are representing flower brackets and every element is separated by comma. This is what set builder form. In this case we are expressing using words or using characteristics. So now I will give another example. So means I think it is clear. It is very clear what is a roster, what is a set builder form. I will take some examples converting roster to set builder to roster. First one, write a set 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5, 5 by 6 in set builder form. What we are asking here, write a set, given a set 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5, 5 by 6 in set builder form. So very simple. you observe given elements, variation of the given elements. So what is given here? Given, I can say better let capital A is equal to, because usually sets are represented by capital letters. 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5, 5 by 6. So one thing you can observe here, I will express it is in the set builder form, means we will express mathematically, and you can concentrate here. Very simple. First element here above means numerator case 1. 1 divided by what happened? 2. What happened? 1 plus 1 I will say instead of 2. 2 divided by 3. Can I say 3 can be written as 2 plus 1? 3 divided by 4. 4 can be written as 3 plus 1. 4 divided by 5. 5 can be written as 4 plus 1. 5 divided by 6. 6 can be written as 5 plus 1. If it is next, suppose 6 divided by 7. What I can write? 6 divided by 6 plus 1. Suppose in the next 7 divided by 8. That can be written as 7 divided by 7 plus 1. If it is 8 divided by 9. 8 divided by 8 plus 1. If it is 9. 9 divided by 9 plus 1. If it is 20 divided by 21, that I can write 20 divided by 20 plus 1. If it is 30 divided by 31, I can write 30 divided by 30 plus 1. So better I can say, in general, if it is n, so on the basis of this variation you can identify, definitely it will be n divided by n plus 1. Means I can say that x such that, this can be expressed variable, x such that x is equal to, how this is given pattern, n divided by n plus 1. But what is n here? I can say for all n belongs to capital N, and also n is less than, can I take 6? If I am taking 6, 6 divided by 6 plus 1 will happen. Better I will take okay, 6 divided by that, when you are taking equal to 6, 6 will happen. If you are taking n is less than 6, you will get up to 5. Can I say a is equal to x such that x is equal to n divided by n plus 1? What is n here? N is a natural number. When it is n is a natural number, what is the beginning number? 1. Means I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Because here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but n is less than 6. He has given one condition, you have to take a less than 6. Means you have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is enough, because n is very restricted. N is less than 6. Means I can say n is 1, 1 by 2. N is 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 2 by 3. N is 3, 3 plus 1, 3 by 4. N is 4, 4 plus 1, 5, 4 by 5. N is 5, 5 divided by 5 plus 1, 5 by 6. So this is the what? So I will take second example. Second one, write the solution set of x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0 in roster form. In roster form. This is the second example. Already I had taken first example, that is using you can say roster to set builder, but here I am taking, this is means write the solution set of x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0 in roster form. So what is given here? Given quadratic equation. What is the given? X square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. The thing is, after solving this quadratic equation, you will get some values of x. Means we are saying they are roots. Means according to the set, we will say collection of these roots of this equation is a solution set. So as you know already, in the quadratic case, we will take factor. 6 can be split as 3 into 2. Addition will give a 5. Means you have to take like multiplication should be 6 and addition should be 5. Is it 3 into 2 is a 6? Addition of that will give a 5. Means x square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. In this, can I take x is a common? Yeah, x plus 3 remains. Here plus 2 is common. What remains? X plus 3 is equal to 0. Means can I say itself x plus 3 is common? It implies that I can say that x plus 3 into remains what? When x plus 3 goes, you will remains with x plus 2. X plus 2 is equal to 0. It implies that whenever two factors are equal to 0, separately they are equal to 0. X plus 3 is equal to 0 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. Means it implies that x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to minus 2. So how many roots? We have 2 roots because we solved quadratic equation. So solving two quadratic equation will get 2 roots. So I can say value of the x is what here? Solution set. Means what is the required solution set? Therefore I can say the required solution set is, in the flower bracket we will express what are the elements we have? Minus 2 and minus 3. Is it required solution set? No, because after solving this equation you will get 2 values. Those are minus 2 and minus 3. You can write in the flower bracket. So you can write minus 2 first or minus 3, or you can write minus 3 first, minus 2. Order does not matter, but you have to write all the possible elements. This is the second example, converting this given equation into, means we are expressing these elements are in the roster form. So another one example I will take, third example. This you can copy. Write the set x such that x is a positive integer. X is what? Positive integer, and x square is less than 40. Listen to me. What is the third example? Write the set given x such that, what is x here? X is a positive integer. Means you know x is a positive integer means I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are saying exactly here positive integer means don't take negative values. But condition is given x square should be less than 40. Means when you are taking square of that will be less than 40. So we will see what is given here. Given I can say, means better I can say the given set is let. What is given? I can say let a is equal to x such that x is a positive integers and x square is less than 40. So we will see. I will write a roster form. I will open this. In the case of roster form, we will write elements. Every element is separated by comma. Means x is a positive integer. Means can I take x is a positive integer means can I take 1? Because I can't say 0. 0 is not positive. I can't say 0 is a negative. 0 is a neutral. So for that reason 1 is positive. Minus 1 is negative, don't take. Minus 2 is negative. You take positive integers. Means that, can I say 1 square? 1 square is less than 40? Yes, 1 is possible. 2 square is what? 4. I can write 2. 3 square is a 9. I can write 3. 4 square 16. When you are taking x value, after squaring it should be less than 40. Condition is what? According to this, when you are taking x values, after taking square it should be less than 40. So 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, less than 40. 3 square is less than 40 because 3 square is 9. 4 square 16. Yes, I can say 4. 5 square 25. I can take 5. 6 square. 6 square is a 36. I can write 6. Then 7 square. When I am taking 7 square will become 49. But 49 is more than 40. He is asking only less than. Means when you are considering x value, it should be less than that. Means I will terminate. Means I will finish this. Means I will complete here. Means what is the required roster form? A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what? This is you can say that roster form of the given. These are 3 examples. I will take another one example. That is, we will take a roster to set builder form. I think knowing these examples, following these 4 examples, you can conclude how to convert roster to tabular form, tabular to, that you can say, roster to set builder form, set builder to roster form. Here I will take one thing. Write the set. So I am taking next example. Write the set 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on in set builder form. This is, we are converting given roster form to set builder form. What is the given? I will say let. Usually sets are denoted by capital letters, no? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. Dot means infinitely so many values. We don't know how many here. These are infinitely so many values. So means 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. So one thing, nothing here. You have to use your mind. See the number and follow the pattern. Nothing. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. How it is? You can say it is a multiple of 3. Is it 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12, 3 fives are 15, 3 sixes are 18 and so on. Can I say these numbers are multiple of 3? Better I will say here x such that, using set builder form, x such that, what is x? This column, we are saying it is these double dots, consider as a column. Column means in mathematics we are saying such that. What it means? Such that means what is a x? X such that x is equal to 3 into n. What it means? For all n belongs to natural number. Capital N indicates natural number. 3n. What? N is a natural number. When I am taking n is 1, 3 into 1, 3. When I am taking n is 2, 3 into 2, 6. When I am taking n is 3, 3 into 3, 9. When I am taking n is 4, 3 into 4, 12. When I am taking n is 5, 3 into 5, 15. So you can take so on, because there is no condition, we have infinitely so many numbers. So for that reason n belongs to, I said, capital N. Capital N indicates natural number. You can take so many numbers. So this is, you can write. Otherwise you can say another, in the case of wordings also, a is equal to x such that x is a multiple of 3. X is multiple of 3. That also you can write. Using words also you can write, or using mathematical conditions also you can use it. So here what the things, set is what are the notation of the set, what are the elements, how we are denoting, means when it is belongs to which symbol we are using, when it is not belongs to, in that case we are using this symbol, does not belongs to. So I think you are converting roster to tabular to roster. Nothing in this case. Every time you observe the given problem, if it is a roster, if it is asking set builder form, you search what is the character, means in this case while writing every element will satisfy this particular property, means you can say one single common property. These all elements are satisfying one single common property. What it is? X is equal to 3 and multiple of those. So nothing. So in the next class I will take what are the types of sets, and I will take what are the operation on the sets, and I will take practical problems. So we will see one by one in the consecutive classes. Okay, keep watching. Thank you for watching.